All right, who wants to give the recap?
I will.
All right.
Last session, and last time, on Bound and Broken, the Western Way, the music decided to be at maximum volume again for me. The party had decided to take some downtime to retrain or train some new skills, or perhaps do other things with some of their friends around the city. While going through this, me, Weaver, decided that his prowess would be better served under a different title from Paladin to Fighter. And during my trainings, Simon was going to bestow a gift upon his rotund friend. After a little bit, Fane had decided to inspect this gift, being the Chimera's testicles. Finding a birthmark on it, Fane decided to do a little bit of research, and through the research understood a few things that were only speculated about before. Those few things being how the church is a symptom of something greater, and that something greater being a bunch of different ideas, with stemming from the breakdown of the ley lines and someone still accessing those lines, the ancients being foreign, the talk of a world seed that could or could not have even happened, as if it was spoken to have stopped. And later on finding that in the Isles, the Anvanti Isles, that there may or may not even be a druid grove, or if there is, it being synthetic, an old story about an unborn child and the blood of my blood. But that, my friends, when brought up to the parties where I had a spur-of-the-moment idea. If the ancients are watching, and if I have seen these ancients, spoken to an Anvanti person, and they are looking for blood, and I have a red thread, perhaps they're looking for my blood. Thus, I decided to fuse the two, cascading my lifeblood, in the most literal sense, upon this red thread, showing me visions of so many things that my mind still has yet to wrap itself around, but allowing me to ask questions and understand things beyond what would be capable at this moment of me getting the information of. Seeing a temple, and beneath it, graves, and beneath that, a being. A being that I saw in my deity's chains.
Alrighty. Have an inspiration. What are you going to do with all that?
Well, I'm going to tell you the answer to the question that you had for me at the beginning of last session. I'll be taking Banner.
Okay.
Banner, even though the halberd thing doesn't
Yeah,
work?
even though I can't do the idea with the halberd, everything else still works, so I'm still getting solitary sword and everything like that. Besides, we're dealing with a lot of things that don't really attack using saving throws, so I thought that raising our AC isn't a bad option no matter what, since we have quite a few people that do well in melee as well as out of melee, and I believe that with the banner, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, it would also benefit William and Billiam.
You mean Moisty Boy and Slappy Hands?
Correct.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Hey, Will and Bill aren't retired. They're just taking a bit of a break at the pub.
Yeah, it's sabbatical.
Oi, Billiam, now that he has the bigger frogs, you think he's gonna summon us? Nah, Billiam, I don't think so. I wish him luck, I do. You wanna watch a bit of me football? I would love to.
Nah, every Corvana Sunday I summon them so they may have sermon with the vicar.
My God.
So I hear you're... Anyway.
Okay.
I hear you're a racist, father.
What day of downtime are we at?
We are currently on day number 14 of Passage. Radio has 26... Excuse me. Weaver has 26 days left of character retraining.
Okay, so one of the lines...
Yeah, so to be clear, everybody else that has given me something they wanted to do has finished. So you're all blank except Weaver. So you have 14 days past. So let me know what you want to do.
We better take it easy for these few days of downtime.
Put in a request, if that is possible, to speak to a druid of authority concerning the first grove.
Okay.
I'm probably going to work with the jeweler's kit, if that's the thing that I can do.
Work +2. Yeah, +2 because jeweler's kit is a luxury profession and it's sought after in this area. So, who's next?
I'll get a mod for my rapier.
So, you want to get your rapier work done?
Yeah.
Okay. Rapier. Order. What tier is the item on its reforge?
Tier 4, I guess.
Tier 4? Okay. Alright, well, ordering something's fine, but what do you actually want to do?
I want to do the mod so I can put gems.
No, you ordered that. Like a craftsman. What are you going to do with your time is what I'm asking. Unless you want to do it
I'm
yourself.
gonna work.
Are you going to work? Okay. Perform work? So, plus
Yeah.
3, because Bard. Jarzu.
Well, we got more than one thing for the duration of the downtime, but I only need a little bit of time for the other things, so I think for at least the 23 days from now on, I'm going to work.
Work? Got it.
For 23 days, yeah.
Okay.
Because we have 26,
Well,
right?
I'm gonna move time forward bits
Oh,
at a
yeah.
time so people can switch it up. Silver?
Just to double check, there is no way I can learn new skills,
You cannot
proficiencies.
add proficiencies. You can only retrain them.
Okay, this was double checking. In that case, I would probably work the rest of the days.
Work. Okay. Any special skills?
Acrobatics, investigation, religion, sleight of hand, stealth, thievery, basically,
Okay.
or working at heights.
Alright. For a moment there, I thought you were gonna say, "I want to go whoring." Oh, fuck, dude.
No, that's Silver, not Elsie.
Oh, okay. No. That's me. Oh, okay. Sorry. Apologies. All right, Shamber. Fane requests an audience with one of the High Druids. That request will be answered in 5 days. So what would you like to do leading up to those 5 days?
He's put it in
I
chat.
think he just went AFK
Oh. Okay.
for a second.
He did say if there's a waiting time for the meeting, he'll work until then.
Work?
Yeah, work.
Oh, okay.
5 days.
Work.
Work. Alright. Well, since more than half the party is working, I will combine your efforts together. Oh, I just saw it in fucking... I just saw his message. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had my notes in front of me instead of, Foundry.
Love notes.
Alright, here we go. So, minimum time is 5 days. And I will add your work together, so... That's base work. 3, 5, 8, 10. 10 days of work. Or plus 10 work for 5 days is... okay, let's see if anything happens for each day. Okay, for the second day... nice. Okay. That is a bustling market. That means there are... oh, excuse me, that's not bustling market, that's... oh. The bazaar. Oh shit, that's awesome. Okay. Let's roll some fucking money. Yeah. So, the party makes 2,826 gold.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
There's 200 in there.
And a couple of things happen. First, the reason why that's so high is because it has a modifier that I rolled for on the second day, which is available for a week from the day it started, so it has 2 more days left. And that is the Bazaar has come to the city of Glass, which is a traveling form of collectors from the nomadic people of the Vanti, and they sell rare items. So you have a rare item shop that is temporarily available in the city of Glass. 2,826 gold that you just made because the marketplace is booming right now, and there was lots of work to do. So, let me go ahead and move time forward 5 days. In addition to that, Caspian, on the 4th day, you receive a missive. The missive contains a small pouch, and it has 10 platinum pieces in it.
9 platinum pieces, alright.
Payment for services rendered.
Indeed.
He kidnapped a guy.
In broad daylight.
Again?
I borrowed a guy, it's fine.
He'll bring him back.
It's
Right.
called abduction. It's not kidnapping. Listen. There's a difference.
In addition to that, you also receive additional orders from the Weeping Blades.
Yes.
And that is specifically A knight of Mytheria has gone rogue and has sought to hide themselves in the western jungles. The Weeping Blades have been hired by an advent of the church to go and hunt down this traitor and bring him to Mytheria's justice. The payment for this is 1,500 gold pieces. There is an additional amount of advisory that this particular individual also convinced his squad to go with him, so he will have people with him. So it is unknown how many.
I see. Just said to be in the jungle somewhere.
There's a rough outline on the parchment showing where he is rumored to be.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, there you go. Fane.
Yes.
You will have your audience with a high druid. What are you telling them exactly? Be specific.
Would you like a list, or you want to quickly just roleplay it out? Because if I have to parse information not in character, I'm going to fuck it up.
Just
To be honest.
send me a list of what you tell them, if it's easier for you.
Alright.
In the meantime, while you're doing that, everyone else can go to the bazaar, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, so the bazaar has rare items, as I was saying. It has rare stocks for crafting materials. It has magical items. So this is how the bazaar works. The bazaar is completely random based. So if you want to find an item, you have to tell me what type of item you're looking for, and then I will roll and I will tell you what you find. You can only do these rolls once per day that the bazaar is here, but you get to do it per character. Everybody with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bazaar is here for 2 more days. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't know what I would be looking for. I don't know.
For example, you could say, I want a weapon. And then I'll say, well, weapon is too broad. Be specific. And then you'll say, I'd like a long sword or a cut weapon. Both of those things will be applicable. To be clear, the more specific you are, the lower the rarity chance is.
Mm-hmm.
So
this would be a place where I could get a focus for casting that I can add to the claws or on my hand that I don't have to hold.
it is certainly a place that you could find something like that, yes.
Oh, then I'll be looking for that then.
Alright, so you want a foci?
Yeah.
Now, do you want one that you can hold, or do you want a stock of material that you could make into a foci that you could use as a weapon? Or you can find a foci that you wear on your person. That doesn't take up your hands.
That will probably be easier, right?
Okay, so wondrous foci. Alright, who's next?
Alright, I go next.
Okay, Colossus. What does what does Simon want?
Anything related to speed?
Do you want a crafting material, a wondrous item?
Item? Yeah.
So
Okay, some boots.
a wearable? Okay. Wondrous item. speed. Okay.
Or things like benefits from speed
Gotcha.
or related.
Next.
I'll go next.
Okay.
I would like a short bow.
Short bow. Got it. Next.
Oh,
Honestly, no idea.
I feel bad sometimes because I'm like, all right, players, what do you want? I don't know.
Yeah, I
Listen.
don't know any magical items.
Listen.
I don't know any options. Like, I have no idea.
I don't really need anything in terms of probably items. Honestly, I'm not using
You can
my
also-
weapons too much.
You can also ask for consumables, stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
like for
but that
example,
was-
elixirs are available in a bazaar, which those are very potent.
Yeah, sure. Why not look around a little bit, see what there is. Just consumables,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. You could also just say anything, which is the most random but highest rarity chance.
Yeah.
So you want to do anything?
Anything. Yeah, sure.
Anything.
I
Right.
d- Anything.
Okay.
Can I add something to mine? To what I'm also could be looking for? Is it one item? I forgot. Was it one item only?
One item per day. There's 2 days that the bazaar is still here.
I see.
So you'll get
Could I?
another chance.
All right. 2 chances.
I mean, you could change the first one. I'm just saying that you have 2 total chances.
Yeah, I'll do the. Can I change it to? Is there armored robes? Something that the mage can wear that gives AC.
Absolutely.
Let's go with that.
Armored robes. Okay. Everybody put in their request. Looks like it. Alrighty. Before I get those rolls, Shamber sent me a list.
Indeed.
Give me a second to read it. Since we're working and we're going shopping and all of that, I'm gonna switch up the music to some sick jams.
Ah, yes.
For chat's sake, is it worth me just listing off that?
Yeah, go ahead and list it off.
information?
Sorry, just go ahead and list it off while I'm reading it.
No, you're good. So, chat, I am bringing up with this Archdruid the conundrum of the world seed planting having conflicting information. The passage where the first grove of Corvanus is not spoken to or referenced except for one instance, where the first circle and sigil can be found, and it was as if it was an ideal, something that always existed but not quantified. Specifically mentioning the mother speaking of a stillborn child, and the passage of blood of my blood, the touch of a stranger. Also relating the sigil on the Chimera to the sigil associated with that first grove, and then more specifically the ancients of the land being foreign and synthetic, to do with their relationship with the native druidic craft. Covers a lot of bases, so we found out a bit, I believe. And hopefully doesn't land me in jail for asking about propagandized information. That'd be awkward.
So you're meeting with the archdruid, or the one of the high druids. Does not go well. The individual listens to what you say, but seems pretty dismissive of your claims, but says that he will look into it. A no insight check is needed to reveal that he's not going to. And as you hold on. As you exit the meeting, probably head clouded with questions and harsher judgments of the bureaucratic nature of the circle, you are approached by someone. One moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 2 seconds.
No, good. Yeah, I probably touched on some no-no topics, but Fane would not know to not mention this stranger specifically, so... Raggy. Time for panic.
All right, as you exit from the councilman's chambers and you make your way along the away from the great tree, I start to walk across the small bridge that goes across the central island. Eventually, you are approached just on the outskirts, just out of sight, by this woman. And she will call out, "Pardon me, sir, just a bit of your time."
Fane will sort of shake himself out of whatever thoughts have been occupying him, and he'll look up and smile. Sure. What do you need? He'll approach her.
I don't mean to be disturbing you, but I could not help but overhear a few things that you had with the councilman. As it just so happens, I am one of the assistants of the High Druid men, and pardon me, I get ahead of myself. My name is Emera Cantortens, at your service.
Emera... What was the last one?
Here, I'll just type it out for you.
Yeah. Cantortales. Well, Emera, I'm sure I at least made your evening a bit more interesting with
Well, that's
the
just
things
the
that are
reason.
brought up.
That's just the reason why I'm here. I would like to assure you that you are not misguided, crazy, any of those things, and that there are those of us that do not toe the line, as it were. Specifically, the questions that you have been asking are questions that I and my fellows have had for some time. I was wondering if you might spare a few moments to speak with us.
Ben will pause. These associates, are they also assistants and bookkeepers? What is their relationship with any of this?
We are all of us in the rebellion, my friend, regardless of what actions we might take. And we are all of us druids, servants of the Green Faith. Do not mistake my secretarial duties on behalf of the High Druid as an annotation of my commitment to the cause. Quite the contrary, in fact. I came to you as an offer. If you wish to know more about the answers that you seek to the questions that you are being ignored about, then you may feel free to do so.
I'll come with you. Apologies, the bureaucracy here is confining and frustrating.
Indeed. Come. And she will you'll walk with her for about an hour, and she'll have like a tree set up with some benches, and it looks like kind of like a public park. You know how there's just benches in there for people to sit and enjoy nature? That's kind of the same thing here, except it's literally a part of nature. So she will approach, and she will sit down and gesture for you to sit next to her.
Fane will do so.
As you take your seat, she will begin. Your name was Fane, yes?
That's right.
I'll be straightforward. What you seek is real. The High Druid is under strict orders to dismiss such claims. Now, I don't think you'll be harmed or anything like that. We're not barbarians like the Church, but this information is guarded in secret for a reason. At least, that's what they say. In my duties as an Aurivale, I have been able to unveil, I suppose you might say, some of these secrets that they tried to keep from the rest of us. What you mentioned triggered something in my memory. Only a few times have I heard this discussion, but it has happened. I believe it was some 60 years ago. This very topic was brought up by a new druid as well. Younger, more headstrong, I think. And he was almost banished from the City of Glass. We lost contact with him after some time, and I know not where he has gone. However, as she looks very seriously at you, we listened to what he said. I have tracked the archives, and in my duties as a secretary and to the High Druid, I have access to the personal chambers of the Council, and indeed, their archives. Although I have not tempered to take the risk to look upon any of the tomes myself, I can read their covers, and I can assure you there is much knowledge there that is not within the public ones. I remember, whilst you were discussing things with the High Druid, that one of the such things you mentioned was something about the First Grove.
I'll nod.
As it just so happens, there is a tome about the First Grove. It's actually quite prized by Councilman Maine as being one of his most valued possessions. It is considered to be the only handwritten first-hand account of what that place is like. No druid has been there in quite some time, although none of the council will admit it. In fact, I dare believe that the current archdruid has not even been there. So strange to me that as keepers of the green faith and of the knowledge of the West, that we do not even have anyone who has seen where our power originates from. I find the entire thing very curious. Do you as well?
I struggled for so long dealing with the dealing and dodging the tenets of the church that they come here and find the same propaganda of information denial and bureaucracy is just, it's sickening. We are here to survive and live, and we are under threat. Why deny this information to the people?
Precisely my question. Now, we've been looking for an outsider that can perform more of the riskier tasks. For the rest of us cannot chance our positions, at least not directly, or else we may forever lose access to such information. It seems that you are of a kindred spirit. Therefore, we would like to ask you to join our cause.
Eyebrow will raise. It already sounds like we're on the same side, as long as the tenets of this cause and the functions that you wish me to perform are not distasteful. Of course.
We call ourselves the Keepers. Our intent is quite simple. Safeguard knowledge, and see that all may learn of it. No one in power should have the audacious assumption of power and purpose to deny knowledge to anyone. If you find that these beliefs are within concordance with your own, we would like to ask you to perform a task. I, under the pretense of you meeting with High Councilman Maine, can lead you in once more to speak with him. If you were to disappear whilst under my watch, grab the book and tome, and then return, I am sure that I could not be watching when it happens. I can also make sure that he has many meetings for that day and is well distracted. What say you?
Fane will pause for a long moment. Is it kept secure? Or is it flaunted on a shelf?
It is secure only that it is within the private chambers of the council. The archive, however, once you have access to the door, you can simply take it from the shelf.
I will do this task. We will find out what it is that is in that book. And hopefully all of us can progress from there. Equal.
She will nod. That is good to hear. Very good. When is your earliest convenience that you are able to do so? I believe we should attempt in a week's time. That should be enough for me to rearrange some of his meetings to make sure he is quite full. Does that sound amenable to you?
In a week it is.
She will rise, and she will give a bow once more. And then she will leave. Wow.
Wow. Fane will probably stay sitting on that bench for a bit, just contemplating everything. Before asking Frostus what he thinks of this person.
Frosius will speak. Fane. It is quite moist, and yet the wetness of the situation cannot be ignored. There is dryness, it is true, in the attempts to keep things secret. There is wisdom in the controlling of knowledge. But it would seem that in these dire times of war, that they have elected to deny their people the knowledge indefinitely. A most unmoisted way, quite dry. You must wetten this dryness, and follow where these clues lead. Yay!
Thank you, friend. I
Oh,
like when we
also,
agree.
there's something else as well. Look here. A new dialogue option has appeared.
Fade will look at the wheel. So spin the analog a little bit, just making sure that it's highlighting correctly and not still grayed out. And then press the enter button.
Frostus will say, "What you said made me think. What we have discovered. It makes me think that maybe there is more to the primordial sense of this green faith. If the spirits are synthetic and are not truly from here, then that means that maybe even I am not from here. A most disturbing prospect. So much so, it is difficult to ascertain its moistness."
That was actually part of my next steps. Identifying the elemental nature of the ley lines and the ancients associated with them. And find out the source where it drew you from.
Indeed, Fane. I could also use my gift to parse the veil of the unknown, and perhaps glean some advantage on what we search for.
As long as the idea of me researching this is not dry to you, of course.
Oh no, it's quite soaked.
Then feel free to help, friend.
Yay!
You're welcome to. Dialogue. Wow.
He has new dialogue options.
Nice.
Bearer, seek.
One of those dialogue options has been unlocked.
My god. I keep
Bearer, seek, bearer.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Sounds good. Random redhead is like, hey, you want to rob from this very important person? Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Alrighty, so in a week's time, you will perform the heist.
Uh-huh.
Alright, you go to join your comrades and you see that they are not there. They are all of them going to the shop.
Nice.
Would you like to go to the bazaar?
If I have time to, yeah.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I will. That's a very good question. My brain was busy with the meeting. Give me a 100% Gamba roll for day one.
Anything. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Well, that's 2 Gambas.
Good thing we just conveniently got all this money.
Convenient. Money.
Oh no.
Love gambling. This is the gambling music. Oh yes.
Uh-oh.
Last time I heard that one.
I love this song.
Very appropriate.
Last time I heard this song, somebody's romance interest died.
You see, Tom Kench is close enough to a frog to be acceptable, even though he's a catfish. He's still very moist.
He's
He's I think he's your evil route.
You get a fucking tank to summon.
If you slip out of balance and into the fucking like your Spencer's Hot Topic phase, then you summon fucking Tom Kench. What's wrong, Fane? You looking for something more, boy?
Ugh.
And then you're no longer Irish, but you're Cajun. Enchanté, go buffet.
Oh god.
Okay, that's the bad end, right?
You see Lander with the hat, yeah.
No, I do not want to see Lander.
Getting out of the water.
Hey, Fane. I'm your new summon.
That's the bad ending. You summon Lander with every summoning spell you cast.
You see, I've gotten so quick at tabbing out and realizing Arcadum is second on the Discord list to turn him down. So all I heard was the initial lip smack and then, hey, Fane. But like really quiet. It was great. You see, I left you at 80% instead of 160, fucker. I knew you'd do it. I fucking knew it.
Let's see.
Fucking Lander. Also, please God, can someone research if we need to know Revivify for that diamond?
Oh.
Somebody else is gonna do it.
Can
We could
please
probably just
somebody
get it
do
at
something
price
for
that
me?
makes the same thing.
Hey,
I mean,
If
it's
you
full
do
of
so,
Purdy,
no.
it's Revivify. If we get... Okay,
What if I don't pick up the spell, huh?
You probably, if that ever comes up, you probably don't have it prepped.
I can have it permanently, bro. I'll just keep it as a in the back pocket, you know.
do I have 7 days worth of spells here that I want to do? Hold. I actually might. I have too many documents.
We have 3 people that can get it, right? Or can Bard also get it?
Everybody can get it here. Can get translated.
That's true.
It's just the material component is the main thing, and it's diamond dust. So we would have to dust the diamond.
It's 300 gold's worth of diamonds, not the diamond dust.
Oh.
So we need to get the diamond appraised, or?
Yeah.
Hey, you got a jeweler's kit now.
Hey, guess
Oh.
what? Hey.
It's not a merchant's kit. Or can the jeweler's kit appraise like the worth of gems?
Hey.
Bro.
Hey.
Actually, not sure. I do 7 days worth of spells here. Nice.
Yeah.
Now I need to look at what you said specifically for the stick. Is it just first level, or is it cantrips too? No, it's just first level. Cringe. I can fix that. Yeah, I can fix them.
Let's see, did I put the craft costs in here? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just not be able to afford anything, PogChamp.
Yeah.
It's me, your boy, selling the silver orb immediately.
Does Simon have persuasion trained?
Yes.
Don't you have like expertise and a skill focus thing for it too?
Skill focus, just.
Yeah. Proficiency and skill focus.
Yeah.
I think we should get him to sell a bunch of things to try and get more market value on the gold.
You have massive balls. Give me more money.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think Simon's bad end is slowly becoming Lander.
And then
That's a
getting,
good
and then
ending.
being summoned by you at the end.
Like, oh no.
What do you mean? That's a good ending for Simon. Yeah.
What, where he loses all his hot boy aesthetic and just instead becomes fat?
Yeah, he
The
gets
fat
all the
and the
bitches. Yeah.
It's called raw magnetism, dude.
See, now he has to work to get them. But then he has all the money and attracts them passively.
Yeah.
Secret lover.
Okay, first item's done. Rolling for the next one. It's gonna take me a little bit to type all this up, but I'm sure you're patient and won't hate me. So
I'm so
We hate you.
patient.
Why did we do that?
I don't know.
Grab a drink.
Whoa, dude!
Oh
Never mind, I'm staying.
Crazy. I'm telling you.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
I was crazy once.
Yeah, there's no way he'll fucking.
Is it the sword? Is it back?
We don't have the money for this item, okay?
Did somebody steal the Alice sword and sold it, and now it's back?
Somebody did give the ribbon to a Jabberwock though, so.
Oh my god.
It's okay, they vehemently deny the fact that that black dragon could be the Jabberwock.
They
We gave it the
They're-
ribbon?
Yeah, it wanted it, they were like, you know what, sure. It's more a metaphysical thing anyway, and then made a second ribbon and tied it around his arm.
Excellent. Did it look pretty?
Sure.
I bet it did.
I bet it did.
I can't wait for the reveal that that black dragon is actually going to be the Alice.
Aye. Yeah.
It's coming here, burning
Oh.
down the entire city, taking the sword.
I want Booker to be the Alice.
He would look very pretty with the ribbon.
Yep. Just depressed expression, torn clothes, single
Pink.
purple ribbon.
Yeah, pink or purple.
I think it's pink. No.
But he gets the male equivalent, so it's a bit darker.
No, he gets the girl. He's
Alright.
the Alice.
Because what you never know is that he has a middle name.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom.
I'll be back.
Nom 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 nom. Nom nom. I'm sorry, Cyber. I was just fucking with you.
I still had hopes that was not addressed at me, but they died.
They died. I killed them.
If you ignore it enough,
No,
you can like pretend.
it will get worse.
Weakness disgusts me.
It's weakness disgust.
All right, now for the anything rolls.
Anything.
Anything.
I
Big money! Woohoo!
Could be anything.
It could be anything.
Bing, 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 bing.
It's the enchanted apple of unknown effect.
It's Adam's apple.
The Adam's apple?
You're
Whose? How
Rude.
fresh.
Rude.
Rude.
The way Cyrus is rude just makes me laugh, dude.
But I said whose?
Pow World told her you can't join. She's like, rude.
How rude. I got it. I can join now. But like, my god. Everything in that game hates me as well. It's like... The NPCs are fighting each other, I step in a 200-meter radius, they all turn and attack me instead. Every time.
You know what that sounds like to me, Cyber?
A me problem?
It sounds like a skill issue.
That sounds like a you problem. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, first one's done.
Oh boy.
And now,
More anything.
anything!
Wow, that's really anything, huh?
It could be anything. It could be a gun, it could be weaponized depression. Okay. All right, here we go. These are the items that you have discovered. Putting them in your notes. Oh, let me make it look pretty. All right, I'll read through it all so that chat knows what the heck's going on. Let's see. Okay, here we go, chat. First up we have is Mana Lord Robes. This is a tier 6 item which costs 1,600 gold pieces. It possesses Mana Weave. You gain AR equal to your exposure. This refreshes at the start of your turn. You gain Silvered, which reduces exposure by 1 at the end of combat. And Implement Holster. Implements gain the light property, and you may have up to 3 implements available this way. The light property meaning that it is drawn when initiative is rolled. Next is the Boots of Lightning. This is a magical item with a constant exposure of 5. Its enchantments are Expeditious Retreat, constant, meaning it's always active. And then once per long rest, you may use Haste on yourself. This is a tier 8 item, which costs 6,400 gold pieces. Next up is the Masterwork Short Bow with the Quick Draw property. Quick Draw gives the weapon the light property and allows you to make a single attack when initiative is rolled. This is a tier 4 item that costs 400 gold pieces to make. Next is the Coin of Fortune. It is a magical item with a constant exposure of 3. It grants advantage on the first saving throw that you make in each combat. This is a tier 6 item, costing 1,600 gold pieces. And then finally, an elixir was rolled. The Elixir of Comedy. This potent concoction causes the imbiber and all creatures of its choice within 30 feet to be affected by the hideous laughter spell, following spell rules. This is a tier 5 item, but with the elixir modifier, making it 4,000 gold pieces.
Fine. I think the only one we can feasibly and want feasibly get/want is the Masterwork Shortbow, which we would give to Elsie because she is assassin and her attacking immediately is really good. Other than that, 1,600 for those robes is quite a lot, and I don't think we can feasibly afford it.
We might be able to. How much did we get from the...
We did get 2826, but that would be a big investment, and we have tomorrow to consider. Like, I would love those... Sorry, go ahead, Colossus.
I'm getting a loan.
You're getting a loan? You're gonna try and get a loan for the boots? That have 5 constant exposure? Woo!
Yeah.
Small loan of 1,000,000 gold.
Same leaves.
Well, see if you can get the loan, and I guess we'll figure out the rest. See, the Manlord robes are great. I just don't think any of us can use Implement Holster properly.
I don't think so either. Like, I don't want to hold anything in my hands. I don't know if there's anything that can be used like that.
I don't want to hold anyone's hand.
That's not true.
He's falling for suckles.
Oh
I
god. I mean, I need to somehow throw him.
I think if we could remove Implement Holster, the Manlord robes are great. Silvered and Mana Weave is so good.
Yeah.
But 1,600 gold pieces is quite a bit.
Well, we're going to be selling the orb anyway, right?
If we're getting that robe, yeah. The orb is a tier 3 item. Let me double check.
The 400.
Rolling. Tier 3 is worth 200, but it's silver, so silver salt plus orb implement. I don't know if those will add to the price.
Probably
They're
would.
sellable.
Really, it'd make it so it's above the base at least, even if it's like 1 gold. There's probably a few other things we could sell. I think the gloves would probably, I could sell those because, you know, it's unlikely I'll be getting in close range to use them.
Wait, real quick, why is it that you don't think you can use Implement Holster? I'm confused by why you think that.
I think it's more use it efficiently. Like the best thing actually Implement Holster alongside the orb makes a lot of sense.
I mean, yeah, every caster here can use that.
And the staff is considered an implement, right?
So the reason, yes, and the reason why it's good is because the light property means you don't have to use an item interaction to pull it out. So that means you pull it out for free, use the implement, and then put it away, and then you can like attack with your claws in the case of Mazekeen. Or in the case of you have the ability to pull out your your item, and then you can switch your hands easier. I mean, it's a minor buff, but it's not like nothing.
Oh.
It's just like if you walk around without your implement like in hand, out of combat, for example, and then you enter initiative, you know.
So the
Like
mana.
a jump.
So this is a list of item sets. This is from a list of item sets that I've made for the prestige classes. And the reason why it works is because the Mana Lord is a fighter wizard. So this means at the start of combat, you can pull out an implement, employ it, and then put it away, and it only costs you one item interaction, so you can use the other one to pull out your weapon.
So it's like a free whatever it is at the start of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, interaction.
Or you can do some crazy shit and do dual wand wielding and pull both those fucking things out and just start blasting.
Roll.
Remember, Cyber, technically Mazekeen is a switch hitter. Because all warlocks are switch hitters. They just are, so.
I mean, I can't afford that.
No, I'm not saying use everything to buy it. I'm just making sure people understand why it's good. That's all.
I mean, the main reason I was pointing it out is that, like, if it didn't have implement holster, the tier would go down at least one tier, which drops the price dramatically. So.
Well.
That's the thinking, not like the viability. Viability versus cost there. And the difference between tier 5 and tier 6 is 800 gold. Is a lot. I'm already getting the Chimera pelt turned into a robe. I don't know what the crafting time is on that. Because we're kind of doing all the crafting stuff at the end. So if Mazekeen wants help getting that robe for the Aor specifically, it's really good. And you can take the orb back also.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while you guys talk it up.
You can take the silver orb back.
And then you can't sell the orb.
That's fine. I have 499 gold. I can give you 449 of it because I need 50 to learn Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I have 490. I have 491.
How much do you have when you put that together?
I can. How much do you say you have?
491.
Plus 4. What did I say? Second. 449 is 940. We're still
Short by a lot.
What's the conversion rate of platinum to gold?
It's 10 gold, 1 platinum.
Okay.
No, with platinum
no,
it's different.
Not. Platinum's the other.
Platinum is, I think, 100.
Ask them back.
Platinum is the only one that's different.
I was getting confused with Electrum.
Yeah, I know Electrum and the weird currencies do, but I think Platinum is 100 to 1.
And everyone else is 10.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I was looking at the costs.
Yeah.
I see.
Because that way you can use the light component to use your setup spells, mirror image, and other such things on your first round, and then not have to like drop the orb on the floor or anything. It also lets you cast through the silver orb, so you'll get both silvered benefits, meaning at the end of combat you drop your exposure by 3.
But I only cast through it once.
That doesn't. You cast through it.
Right.
I think it's worth if we can get the money together. For Mazekeen specifically.
What AC does it give you with your decks?
So robes, I think that uses the base of armored robes, which is from the errata, which, because she's using mage armor, it overrides the armored robe effect, but it has an inherent armor rating of 1. So she'd have 1 base plus AOR,
I'm back.
and her AC would be the same. The Manlord robes use the armored robes as like a base, right? Or is it separate?
This base.
It's the base, okay. So yeah, and the conversion of platinum to gold.
It is 10. Yeah, it's 10.
10? Okay.
10 to 1.
Yeah.
So for abducting that man, Caspian was given 100 gold.
100 gold.
Nice.
It wasn't that hard.
It could have been. What do you mean?
Suddenly the new quest's a lot less appetizing. But yeah, if we have 940 towards the rope currently. I know Simon wants to go speak to Lander and try and get a loan, so that might change how things are if you guys want to sort that first.
Alrighty. Well, Simon, you approach your old friend.
Lander.
Oh. Hey, Simon. How's it going?
Look, man. I got this limited edition shoes and I want them.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I just bought another barge. I was thinking I could let people on it for free, and then like fill it full of ale and like food.
Oh, sounds cool.
Yeah, and then like we could watch them party. But they'll have to party like poor people. I'm even thinking about like putting alcohol root in it so they'll all shit themselves. Can you imagine a bunch of poor people shitting themselves?
I'm gonna make a perception check on Lander. So it's alright.
Make a perception check on Lander.
Or inside, I don't know.
What are you looking for?
I want to know if he's more bad than usual.
No, he's trying to think of. He's not doing it because he's evil necessarily. He's doing it because he's trying to come up with the new things because he has experienced so much pleasure that those things don't give him as much joy.
Oh shit.
It's the natural course of degeneracy.
Anyway, how can I help you, buddy? Oh, did you want to party? I just finished partying, but I could do another couple days at least.
Yeah, we can do in a few days, yeah.
Oh, sick. Marianne! Marianne!
Yes, mo blubberous one.
Bring me that golden ale that we got. Yeah. And find me some more girls. And ones that Simon, you like redheads? Which kind of
blondes, yeah.
Blondes, bring go to the humans down in the south quarters. I'm sure you'll find some of them. All right, so what were you saying? Sorry.
So, what I really need, it's loan or someone that could give it to me.
Are you asking to borrow money from me, friend?
I mean, could be you, it could be someone else.
It better not be anyone else. I'm the only loaner out in this parts. I'm the one who makes the loans around here.
Oh.
He's a loan shark, Simon. That's his actual business.
Oh. That's where you get all your money. I see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people, Yeah. I got most
So
of the
maybe I
southern
can help
docks
you.
and the eastern docks under my thumb, if you know what I mean.
Well, buddy, if you help me, I'll help you.
All right, how much do you need?
4,500.
What?
You don't have that?
I gave you a diamond. And you want 4,500 gold for what?
New shoes.
A pair of shoes.
They're a limited edition, my friend.
Sorry, friend, I don't have that much on me.
Yeah, don't worry. Perhaps you know someone that do?
No one else has that much money on them. Nope. Nobody. I'm really your only option. Tell you what I'll do. What I'll do is I will make an arrangement that you can buy them from me. How about that?
Oh. I see.
And as for your loan, we can do that as a service. How does that sound?
That sounds good to me. Man, you're the best, Vander.
Hey, don't be saying that just yet, because I already got a task for you. On the account of my great rotundness, my absolute girth, the unitness of my existence, I am unable to perform this task on my own. So you, my new best buddy, are gonna perform this task in behalf of me. And then, afterwards, if things go well, you'll get your new shoes. How about that?
That sounds right.
Okay.
That's perfect for me.
Here's what I need you to do. So, hold on.
Yeah, what else?
So there's this guy, right? He's been hiding out for quite some time from the church. Yeah. Now, he arranged for me to give him safe passage here, and when he got here, he ain't paid me the money he owes me back. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to go find this little fucker and get me my money back. And then take anything else he's got for yourself. And then, and only then, if you think he's worth letting live, I'll leave that up to you. I just want my money back.
Yeah, I think I can do that for you.
Good. Marion!
Yes, your rotundness.
Bring me Claudette. She's got the purtiest handwriting. Wait, don't go too quick. Do it slow for me.
She'll walk slowly.
Well, on this way.
Claudette will eventually
Man.
return. And then
Yeah.
she will start to write out the specifics.
All right, tell him, write out where he is, and, yeah. If he does it, then we'll give him some shoes. Yeah. Yeah.
You're really good.
All right, good. There you go. I'll make all the arrangements on my side. You go take care of him before you leave for your next big adventure, all right? I'm not going to wait months. I take priority.
All right. I'll take care of that.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Okay. But you don't have to do it right now. I mean, we can still get a couple days of partying in.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm not unreasonable.
Let's do the most important
All right.
first. Yeah.
Marianne! You find them yet? I haven't left your most rotundness. Oh, right. I just asked for that. Well, what are you still doing here? Go, just slowly. All right, that's enough. that's all for later. Wow, he sucks. Anyway,
Good stuff.
you got your loan. Everything else? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, is that the same job Caspian got? Lander smuggled this dude over and he's trying to shortchange
He sure
everyone.
did.
That's fucking great.
Oh.
We're gonna double dip on this dude's body. Hell yeah. And he's church, so I don't feel guilty. Let's go.
He was church, actually.
He was, but then
Shrug and
Yeah, shrug and...
all you need to do is
anyway.
we need to do speed him up.
I'm sorry, Shamber. I'm in a sassy mood, man. I got energy for jokes.
I can tell. I assume Simon does not return to us and instead parties with Lander.
Yeah. You're right.
Nice. After an indeterminate amount of time, I suppose we should figure out what we're doing with the rest of this. Because we should get that short bow for Elsie. I cannot fathom a single reason why we would not.
Oh, it's not even part of the question. I'm taking it out of my portion of gold that I have, which
Okay. Very good.
leaves me with 247. 24/7. Nice.
Alright, so short bow. Are people willing to chip in to get the Manlord robes from Mazekeen? We need a total of 660 gold.
606, dude. Damn.
666.
Why not?
Are you able to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. In that case,
Yeah.
with my money, Caspian's money, and Mazekeen's money combined, leaving me with a crisp 50, we can purchase the Manlord robes.
I'll declare the 660 from me.
No.
Man, we really need a token for Lander.
Need a big loan.
Yeah. Huge one.
I think that's all the bazaar for today.
Okay.
Actually, I would try to sell the Fists of Fissures that I have, because I'm not going to be using them, so why not?
The fissure fists.
Yeah.
Okay, post him.
Oh. Yep. And I've got set of leather armor I'm not using, so
Okay, rolling for the bazaar. Uh-oh. Alright. Someone in the bazaar really wants that item, and so pays you 800 gold.
just to clarify, for the gloves or the worn armor?
For the gloves. The studded leather armor is standard market value.
Okay, damn, had me thinking I was gonna have an OnlyFans type side hustle.
Yeah, Lander wants her armor sweat.
No,
Oh, I thought in my head, oh no.
Anyway, we got money.
Rogue girl bathwater.
I hated that intensely.
Taste is subtle, just like the stealth.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, delete it from inventory now.
Every time I roleplay Lander, I feel like Shamber just hates me for a good 30 minutes.
It's just
Yes.
another part of him dying.
Yes. It's okay.
It's just a
But
character.
Hey, but I love you more.
See, yeah,
But I love you more.
you gain, you see in the top corner, the character interactions, you know, approval going up and down.
Shamber didn't like that. Colossus liked that very much.
I'm just happy he's not my relevant NPC. I will grief this entire campaign if I have to deal with a lander.
Imagine it's
Oh,
the
Fane,
High
I've gained a lot
Council.
of weight lately.
Fuck you, Colossus.
The high elf of the council is just Lander.
My god.
No, it's not Lander. It's Leander,
Leander.
the
That's
elven
his-
Lander.
It's his fit brother.
Just as a question, we have the church book that we robbed from their prison camp where they were transcribing spells into church, and that had light spear.
Mhm.
How long would it take me to transcribe that into a natural spell?
To pay a wizard to do it for you?
Not me. I have Arcana
Oh.
focus and expertise.
Well, all right then.
Me,
It'll take
Arcadum, me,
you a
I.
day. It'll take you a day.
A day, and then a day to learn.
Yep.
I see.
Everyone's getting Eldritch
just-
Blast.
I'll just do that.
I
Hey,
guess-
bonus action cantrips are juicy.
Oh, and I guess
Get
it's
an-
time to learn light spear there, Fane.
I'm gonna turn it into ice spear.
Oh, I hear you're reflavoring spells now, Father.
I'm mechanically flavoring them too with Shaper.
Hip, hip, hip. Here's
You see that? See it? See it? But yes.
I noticed radio has said nothing in like an hour. Are you still there, buddy?
Yeah.
You're doing
Cool.
push-ups.
Yeah, I've just been. You guys have been doing other things, so I've just been taking the time to do my workouts.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
blasting your quads.
Buddy,
He
I've done like
squat.
50 triple threats, which is a lunge squat. I've done 50 of those.
He exercises like rhythmically to the arrhythmic breathing of Lander in his ears.
Yeah, hearing just the voice acting of Lander reminds me that I don't want to turn out to look like that. So I just start working out.
Oh, it just
That is-
inspires you to start working out?
Yeah, and it just makes me angry. I get fired up, so I start punching holes in the wall and change my name to Kevin.
I don't... What? Okay.
What?
Anyway, moving on. We're gonna move time forward now.
You should get art for Lander. You should. He's been here so much. You should get somebody to
I-
draw this man.
I should, but I don't want to put anybody through that.
A Waymaker!
Waymaker.
Hey, Waymaker, we did a
Waymaker.
favor, buddy.
There's a commission.
How'd you like to
coming
paint the
Big
flesh
favor.
beach ball?
Waymaker.
It's okay, just
Waymaker.
remember
Just
how,
draw a picture of me. You know what I look like in real life.
Just remember how SpongeBob draws circles.
What?
What?
What are you... What?
So random.
I got the joke. It's really bad.
I get the joke, it's really bad. Thank you, Colossus.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Alright. Does anybody want to do the bazaar next? The next day?
I'm gonna be transcribing spells because I ain't got shit for money.
I
I
mean,
guess I could take some time to go there. For
I'll be working again with the jeweler's kit. I have no more money.
Okay.
I'll go for the bazaar again since I've got an extra 845.
you know what? I'll go for the bazaar since I've got 500, and you never know what you find. So hey.
Okay, so
Arceus Bazaar
Shamber's
Adventure.
doing nerd shit.
Correct.
Silver is going to the bazaar. Jarzu is going for the bazaar. Colossus is going to the bazaar.
a bit, yeah.
Alright, Cyber is working hard for the money.
Correct.
Okay, rolling for bazaar. Okay, here we go. Silver.
Ooh.
What?
Hey, time for us not to be able to afford it.
Time to shoplift.
Out of the distraction, take it quick.
Surely you can shoplift now because it despawns tomorrow.
Oh shit! I rolled it as if it was anything. Did you want to do anything?
Oh, ammunition.
Fuck. All right.
For the
I have to scrap that roll then.
God damn it.
Okay.
I was gonna do anything, but
All right, then I'll use that anything for you, Jarzu. That way it's not
Yeah,
wasted.
okay.
And then I'll roll ammunition.
damn.
10, 20.
Violet arrows.
Yep.
Do you shoot them at people and they gain knowledge and immediately die?
No.
It's feeble mind on an arrow.
People mind, but tenfold. And then your eyes shatter apart.
I'd like to use shit myself.
Damn.
Make a saving throw. I fail immediately.
Command defecate really is powerful. In other news, I'm learning command.
Damn, thank you for inspiring me in new ways to use that spell.
Wow, that's actually fucking awesome.
I know, right?
I'm still a fan of command betray.
Come on.
He kisses the closest homie near him. He was a loyal husband before then.
Alright then.
Deals 2d6 emotional damage.
That is... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
My head hurts.
Coward.
Not many can handle the power words.
Oh, no.
Oh, the same icon for chill touch and my fucking icy blast. Ree!
Issue.
They match.
I fixed it.
Fix it right now. Actually, yeah, you.
Simon, what were you going for? Just anything, or?
Simon is. What is.
Yeah, Simon, what are you looking for in the bazaar? Yeah, but like, are you looking for anything or something specific?
Yes. Very specific.
Ah, I see. Is it a chimera ball sack handbag?
No.
No.
A coin
Listen.
purse. A coin purse.
I'm just conditioned to be suspicious, and the keepers. I don't know. They smell like Mahatma hair, and I don't like that.
Oh no. More eyeballs than everyone ever wanted here.
I think I can get here. I can get bombs.
Grenades, nice. Bomba. Shitters.
Holy shit, this item is sick.
What's the price tag?
7,000 gold.
7,777 gold.
So how's the organ market around here looking?
Five constant exposure baits are terrifying, by the way. Like, I'm at 4.
Does a rope give any?
Nope.
Nope. No attunement either?
Rug? Don't think so. It's silvered, so no.
Oh.
Yes. Huh?
Well, the orb needed attunement, right?
Yeah, and attunement uses your exposure as its like limiter. So if it doesn't
Oh right, that's
give
what,
you
that's what it
constant
was.
yeah, but it doesn't give you constant
But
exposure.
it doesn't have any. Yeah.
So you got it.
Otherwise, it would have been kind of. Ooh.
No.
Is about to post a tier 9 item full well knowing we can't afford it? Are you gonna stay at it?
Well, I mean, it's fair. Like, what do you want me to do? Like,
It's fair. It's
I'll just be like, oh, you rolled something you guys will never have. Bye. And, like, it's just like.
Lamau.
LMAO. Al.
LMAO. Feels too real. Going to a market, seeing cool shit that you can't afford.
That's what happens.
So Siege, can you explain to me why you're paying for all these battle pass tiers yet we're not going to be able to afford this item?
Why do you think I said OnlyFans?
I see.
If you walk around the side, you know, just...
You're rolling too far. This is not all level cap yet.
Yeah.
Only druids.
They won't mind if you borrow from them.
Come see these huge tracts of land.
Oh my fucking god.
That's something worse with look at the size of the shillelagh on him, but, you know.
Look at this graph.
Exactly.
Alrighty, guys. Are you ready to see what I rolled for you?
Time to look in the
Yeah.
shiny glass.
The pain.
Alright. Here you guys go. First, the item that you get is an Arrow of Slaying. It's for specifically aberrations. This is a tier 4 item, but with the ammunition modifier for 1,200 gold pieces. And then the next weapon that you randomly rolled was the Sword of Silence. It is a magic weapon with a constant exposure of 5. It is a tier 10 item, which is 25,600 gold. It has the following properties. Conduit. You may use this weapon as a casting implement and cast spells with attack rolls through this weapon, using this weapon's range as the new range. Spell Edge. Enemies dealt damage by this weapon must succeed a DC 16 intelligence saving throw or be silenced, which is for 1 round. Mana Efficiency. This lowers the constant exposure of this item by 2, which has already been calculated. And then finally, it has a unique ability called Word Eater. Whenever you slay an enemy with this weapon, you steal that creature's voice and can mimic that creature's voice perfectly while you wield this weapon.
Oh god.
Yeah, I wasn't far off with the tier 9.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Pity.
We want to ambush these guys outside the front door. Surely these random merchants with this tier 10 item that's terrifying won't have any other defenses, so we can just kill them and loot them.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do the bombs now.
Alright, what are you looking for, Colossus?
Bombs.
Explosives? Bombas?
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
Give me the nuke.
More explode. Look at
Jesus.
I'm making sure that guy is dying.
Oh, don't worry, we are going to kill him. And his friends, slowly.
Who are we killing?
Your merc and Simon's now merc.
No, I mean, that's not...
Do you not need to kill him? Let's not remove him.
Oh, what was this? Does it kill him? That's fine.
Yeah, you need to kill him. Simon can't decide
it's not
himself.
No, Jarzu needs to Caspian needs to bring him back alive to make sure he faces justice from the Mefarians, because...
No, the justice is death.
Yep.
What was the wording again?
Make him face Metheria's light. Which, if he happens to die and you send his head back...
He can face the light.
I mean, it's optional for me.
They can put his dead body so that his face is upwards.
We'll figure out those discrepancies soon.
I
'Cause
mean,
neither of them have actually told us that they individually need to murder this guy.
We can send parts
mean-
of him back every week.
we could just abduct him. That's fine, right?
Yeah, Lander just wants his money back.
Yeah.
And we know the rough area where he is, so
Here's what you find. Masterwork Alchemist Fire. A DC 14 Dexterity saving throw. It has the Potent Augment, which means that it deals a total of 4d6 fire damage. And it has Ruinous, causing 2d6 fire damage over time. In addition, only being submerged in water or a similar liquid can remove this fire.
How much?
How much?
Oh, I forgot to put the... Sorry.
The price tag. Now you have to go ask an employee how much it is.
For free?
And then
or-
stand there awkwardly as they assume you're going to buy it now.
I feel like you've went through this.
Many times.
How to...
I hate it every time I ask for something and they show it to me and I look at it because I still want to read what it says. And then they just stand there and stare at me. Like, go away. Thank you.
600 gold pieces.
You get 3 of them, though. 200 apiece.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. I got it. Yeah.
yes.
You're buying them? Nice.
What? There's 600 apiece.
Oh, my
Oh,
mistake.
it says that,
Oh,
three.
ammunition. No. Are they considered ammunition? Consumables have a
consumables.
different augment.
He asked for bombs, which are consumable.
Yeah. Like, I'm dumb. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Why does it say times 3 then?
That's
Because
not
because
available.
that's the augmentation. No, times 3 is the augmentation.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hmm.
I see now.
Alright.
Does that mean for the arrows I paid 1,200 gold pieces and I get a single arrow, or I get free of the
Correct.
arrow then? Single arrow?
Yeah, the arrow of slaying is... Well, it's because it's potent. Like, those kinds of consumables and stuff are very potent. Like, the arrow of slaying can cause instant death to an aberration, so you only get one of it.
Does that mean if he misses he can pick it back up?
Yes, he can.
Only once it deals damage, it becomes non-magical, I believe.
Basically.
Alright, I'm gonna buy all 3.
I thought it was only one.
Oh, that's 1.
Yeah. It's a bomb that costs
No,
600.
it's a bomb that costs 600. You can buy more than one.
Ah.
Oh, I see.
That's 600 apiece. That's incredible.
Oh, I get 3. Yeah.
How much gold do we have across the party otherwise?
50.
I have 99 silver.
I have 547 gold.
Can I borrow 200? I've got 1,047.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
1900.
It's 1 hour will do. It's unlikely we're going to come across another aberration unless it's rolled, so. In that case, with the 200 from Caspian, I'll fork over 1,000 gold for one of the arrows.
You got it. Arrow of Slaying, Aberration. Okay. Next up we have... next 2 days, you get your nerd shit done, Shamber.
Woohoo.
Bazaar is done. The bazaar is gone. Now I have to roll Mazekeen's Working Hard for the Money. Burger, 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 burger. The bazaar bonus would still be in effect, so that's... $625 gold.
Jeez.
Nice.
The bazaar people really like a gem.
Not broke anymore.
Okay.
Immediately gets all the money back.
The
Nice.
bazaar is now gone. So all of its benefits are also gone. All right, you got 20 days left.
And it is 6 days until my meeting.
Yes.
I'll just work until then, actually, I think.
So working for 6 days. Okay.
I'll scratch that, actually. I want to do the research with Frosty's, because he specifically mentioned it. So I'll start researching the elemental ley lines to do with the ancients and find out how that relates to familiars.
Okay. Researching that. Silver, what would you like to do for 6 days?
Does that sort of research, does it sound like you might need help with it in terms of investigation, or?
I don't think I would have brought it up with Elsie.
Fair enough. In that case, I'll be working those days.
Working hard for the money. So hard for the honey. Jarzu, what about you?
Oh damn. Thinking. I'm just gonna work. Honestly, I don't have anything.
Working hard for the money.
Don't need the whole
Colossus.
Need spell.
Gonna be also working.
Working with his bard advantage. And Seabutter, will you be working again?
Yeah.
With your jeweler's kit.
Somebody was working again. Wow.
Okay, more than half the party is working, so that is 1, 2, 6. Rolling for each day. Let's see if anything happens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Re-rolling for those 2. 3, actually. Nope. Nope.
Oh boy. Probably cool.
That's cool. All right. Let me roll money first, and then I'll roll that day. So 6 is... $809 gold.
Nice.
And I'm gonna roll which one of you guys. Rolling a d6. Silver.
Oh,
One day, as you find yourself working in the City of Glass, there's just something about it. The sky is clean, the temperature is great. You go to work, things are easy, people are joyful, things are happy. It was a very good day. You receive inspiration.
Hey, nice.
Okay, moving time forward 6 days. Shamber, make me an investigation check, please.
Anyway, I can use Arcana for this instead.
You can use Arcana for it.
Straight roll. I have expertise and focus.
It's advanced.
Frostus is using his divining to help.
As you begin to study things with Frostus, you uncover a few things. First, the elemental ley lines do appear to be connected to the circles as they're supposed to. An intricate and balanced spider webbing of leylenic, almost like veins in a body. The deltas of mana flowing in and out of fire, earth, wind, water, all of them flowing seamlessly together. But there are many different points where the druids and their slaying has caused the circles to deteriorate. Elemental power is shunting out at unnatural levels, and wherever it does, it infects the area with mana. This can lead to events, this can lead to mutations in creatures, and it can also lead to sorceress births. All these things kind of line up with what you've been studying, but there is one thing that you notice. The elemental energies do not permeate from one place. Even the demon waste has elemental energy. There's one place where that energy does not seem to permeate according to the accounts and records that you have found. And that is here.
Loading.
Mana, yeah.
I would guess, but I'm at 99%.
He pointed it out on the map.
Yeah. Oh man. Isle of Mana.
Being named the Isle of Mana, and yet having no elemental presence, is incredibly strange. And you can also see that a lot of the information has been redacted, because you find references to research and references to other statements and notations of other authors, but their works are not found in that context. The prevention of this information is quite intentional and very thorough. All right. It is now time for you to meet up with the keepers.
Indeed. Before before I would do that, I would pull Caspian aside very quickly.
Okay.
Alrighty.
This would be sort of the morning of, as people are getting up and ready to go to work. I'll pull him aside. There's a lead that I am following, and from the sounds of things, your work tends to catch people following suspicious leads. If I am not heard from, I want you to secure the group and leave. Seek solace with your people and investigate from there. I don't know how dangerous this is, but my absence is a bad sign.
Well, I'll see. Well, we'll see by the end of the day, won't we?
That we will. I expect this to be fine, but don't want you all getting caught up in it.
Just take cautions. Keep an eye out. Never in the line of work do you think that everything is as it seems.
I have keen eyes.
And most importantly, best of luck.
He'll nod and sort of give a half smile before turning on his heel and walking away and heading to the meter.
All right. As you arrive, Emerald waits for you. Seeing as you approach, she will wave you over to a nearby pillar just out of view of the main entrance to the council's chambers and will say, "I've set it up. At about noon, he's going to have a meeting with you. I've made sure that he has had quite the large order from his favorite restaurant. I've also put a meeting before and after. He's quite cross, so I would presume that you will arrive, and I will make an excuse on your behalf and cancel the appointment. He won't think to ask anything of it, and I'll make it seem like I'm doing him a good favor, because he's been working so hard. You'll only have about 10 minutes. Do you think you can do it?"
He'll breathe in deeply and nod.
"Follow me, then."
Just so I'm clear on what she just said, she is going to effectively cancel my meeting and give me time to get in and out.
All right, as you guys enter, she will lead you to his office the same way that she had done before when you didn't know who she was, and then will nod to you and will turn around and close the door with you in his office alone. You will see that there is a door on the western side of the office that is currently closed, made out of a thick-grown sort of oaken wood that combines itself with the rest of the room etched into the tree. So essentially you're walking around inside of a building that's grown inside of the tree by the druids.
Office, closed door, alone currently. I am here to meet with him.
Yes, but
presumably
he'll be delayed.
Yeah. So, in, out. Detect magic is active. Scan the room for any detection or alarm systems. Presumably not, but...
You don't see any such alarm systems, but there is something magical coming from his desk.
Shake my head. She said it was within the archive. All of my brain is minced. No. Go to the desk. Is it within a drawer?
As you go to the desk, you will see that it is within the door. The emanation is coming from one of the drawers, yes.
School of Magic. if any?
Divination.
Shake my head, walk away.
Okay.
Go towards the narrowed oaken door. Listen for sounds on the other side.
As you walk up to the narrow oaken door, make me a perception check.
Basic or trained?
Basic.
I should have advantage on this, but... Oh, 26.
You don't hear anything on the other side.
Gently open the door.
As you open the door, inside you can see what appears to be a study. There's doors going to other places, but there are many tomes and scrolls lining the walls. Emra informed you that it should be on the northern wall, on the second shelf.
Head straight there. Seeing if any of them are giving off magical...
Your detect magic reveals there are several tomes in this archives that have magical emanations. There's also several scrolls as well.
Solely focusing on tomes on the northern wall, second shelf.
Alright, staying focused, you're able to easily find the tome you're looking for. Its title is The Stillborn Grove.
How large is the book?
It's large, it's heavy, it's a tome.
Stow it in. So I have 2 healers kits on me, and one is empty. Tome would be too big for a healer's kit, right? Because that's usually compacted with stuff for active use.
You could fit it in there.
Okay, then I would stow it on the healer's kit on my person. Under the cloak, sort of around my lower back. And I will head straight out of this room, close the door, and await in his office like I did previously.
Alright. A few minutes pass and the door slowly opens. Emra walks in and will look around, and she'll look at you and she'll whisper, "Did you get it?"
I will nod.
I'm sorry, we're going to have to cancel your appointment. I'm afraid the councilman's very, very busy, and he has many others that he has to meet with today. Could we reschedule? She'll say loudly.
I'll be leaving the city in a few days. If you can get me in before then, yes. If not, I will return when I am back.
She'll nod. I will see what I can do. And she'll open the door and will escort you out just as the councilman walks up, who looks at you as if he doesn't even recognize you, and then walks inside. She will lead you a short distance away until you get to the point of the foyer when you can leave, and then she'll whisper softly under your breath, "Find out what you can. Meet me where we last met in 2 days' time. That's as much time as I can give you." And then she will nod, and then we'll head back.
I will head out, looking slightly irritated. And I will head back to my rooms and research there instead.
Okay.
Because I assume, pulling out a big fancy book in the middle of the public archive is a bad idea.
So you go back to your rooms, and at that point, everyone returns from their day of work, and we got a lot of stuff to go over.
I'll give Caspian a knowing nod when I see him.
He nods back.
All right. Do you research the tome?
I will. And I will not sleep for these 2 days.
Okay, then I have stuff to reveal to you. Sorry, I had to stand up for this one.
Well, I really thought I misunderstood something there. I thought I was about to fuck up real bad.
Yoink.
You yoinkers. Start divination magic in that drawer. Bad juju.
Opens the drawer. A sparking. Oh. Oh yeah.
What the hell did I miss? I'm sorry.
No, just shh. Music time. Story time.
As you begin to read, you recognize that this tome is not a tome of an academic kind, but rather a collection of first-hand accounts, and it is essentially a journal of someone who traveled across the strait and investigated the First Grove. And here is what they saw. First, it reveals that this tome is several hundreds of years old. It speaks, actually, in fact, of a time before Matheria, when many of the city-states made up of Corvinus. Specifically, you can see that the time of this journal's writing is at the time of the war between Arlot and Saf, which is the precursor to the city of Saphira. It was in that war that this particular journal is written, as it references many times to the concern that the author has for the results of that war. The account describes that there is an isle far to the northwest, in which emanations from the shamans and seers kept speaking to them. And so, this intrepid explorer set off to find what secrets lay there. It is here that the account is written the following. It would seem that the individual only risked about 5 days on the island, but what was written describes a horrifying place. A place where the trees are like flesh, creatures rise up from the ground and devour one another. Mana is suffused everywhere, so much so that life grows wildly out of control, contorting and twisting into new and horrifying forms. The author describes that his vessel to transport him there, his ship, was almost immediately destroyed as it made shorefall. He escaped with a few of his comrades deeper into the strange, sepid jungle. It is there, trying to find some signs of the druids, some signs of civilization, some peace and tranquility, he found only death and hunger. One by one, his companions dissipated, disappearing into the maws of some great beast, or turning to dust and ash from one of the wayward mana storms. Eventually, the journal describes that he arrives at the center of the island, which is an inlet, an additional amount of seawater surrounding an even smaller isle. In the center of that isle, he sees a grotesque tower and describes it in detail. It has strange markings upon it, which are written on the journal. After transcribing those, he describes an unsavory feeling, a feeling that he is being watched, a feeling that there is something else here, something far worse. However, to value the sacrifice his comrades made, he decides to cross the inlet to discover what lies at the edge of that tower and what truly could be within. He journeyed as far as he dared, reaching the inner shore, and what he describes there is a large piece of metal, not stone,
but metal, as if the entire tower is made out of steel, a feat that the author believes to be impossible. He notices that on the edge there seemed to be some kind of writing, a mural of some kind. You can see that there is a drawing of it, which I will describe in a moment. He also remarks that there is a terrible smell that emanates outwards, and a strange light glowing at the top. Fear getting the better of him, the author decides to retreat. As he does so, he leaves quickly, using what remnants of the vessel that he can, and chancing to the very sea itself, rather than to stay on the island and face its wrath. As he begins to cross the water, the final descriptions that he has is that it almost feels as if the island itself is watching him. Through pale, sickly eyes, almost reaching out towards him. It is at this point that the journal cuts off, and it is replaced by another person's handwriting. This author says, "As a promise to my father, I would continue and finish his journal. My father returned from his voyage forever changed. He would scream randomly at night and look towards the sky, seeing things that none of the rest of us saw. His final years were ones of terror and torment. He slept little and ate even less. He was shriveled and a husk at the end. And then, in his final moments, he asked me to finish this journal. He asked me to put these words and place them at the end. And so I did. And here they are. Blood of my blood, one of 3. Nothing is sacred." That is all the journal says.
Blood of my blood, one of 3, nothing is sacred.
Nothing is sacred. Yep.
Huh. Is there 3 towers? We know there's the zombie tower. Pulling up the map. Is there a third I'm forgetting? There's the Wayward Tower. There's apparently a tower there. Is there another major one?
Kings.
What about the 3 kings?
I don't know if the one of it refers to the towers or if it refers to the words of the stranger, the words of Tia. Nothing is forbidden, nothing is sacred, nothing is impossible.
Well, fuck me, I guess. Yeah. Nothing is sacred. Huh.
All right. Your companions return from their days of work. And what would you guys like to do next? I imagine discuss what you found.
Yep. So Fane will do what he did prior, and pull everybody to a secluded grove. And he will not lay out the actual tome, but he will have transcribed some of it, some of the key phrases, just to keep his memory in line. Specifically anything to do with the strange symbols and the writing on the wall that were mentioned, that had pictures involved.
Oh, yes, the mural.
The mural, yeah. Was that in a language I could understand? Or is that just a mural?
Foreigners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The symbols that he has written out on the journal that he shows you, that Fane cannot understand, is because it is written in Calcatetian.
Yep.
And you're both from Calcatesh, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you recognize the language as Calcatetian, and what it is a set of instructions. It says, in case of emergency, pull hatch.
That is very funny. But yeah, Fane would get all the transcriptions, go to a grove, gather everybody when they're done work, and sort of first off hand the any writing that he can't read to people, and then just start talking. I did some questionable things.
Same.
Haven't we all in these
Same.
years?
Thank you, but I told you the meeting initially didn't matter. It fell on deaf ears, but someone reached out to me, and they enabled me to procure some information. I've been taking the past few days to try and parse it all, but it's so much. It's a first-hand account, a journal of sorts of foreigners that came here. They reference a war between Erlock and Saf, and he followed the emanations of shamans and seers to the island. The one I was talking about is maybe the first grove where whatever world seed information was modeled. At first I thought it might have been dream related. Look at Caspian. But I know of nothing but nightmares that involve flesh rampaging monsters that would consume each other. And
Nightmares are part of the dream now.
but look at these accounts. Look at the drawings. Do any of these look like the trees that we saw with the dreams and wants of those unconscious?
It's hard to say. Things can take so many shapes.
But regardless, that individual escaped, fading to black on the ocean, and thinking that the island itself was watching him, conscious, sentient, like a will of its own. But life without will is what exists without the seed, so what is it? And I don't know. I don't know where this could follow to. Do any of you recognize any of this?
The words,
What?
the
It
mirrors.
is Calcatetian writing.
Mm-hmm. In case of emergency, pull hatch.
What hatch? What are we talking about? Where did you even get this? If the Om High Mighties did not really want to address you about the topic. You didn't seem like the guy who just takes anyone's deal and
There's one more
going some
thing.
shady places.
Mm-hmm.
So, the mural. So there was writing and then there's the mural. On the
Mhm.
mural that is written there, it kind of shows what appears to be the tower, which is what Fane thought. But you notice that there is actual writing underneath it.
No.
And the writing underneath it, which you recognize because it is written in Calcatetian, or more specifically in sand, right?
Mm.
Which is, any of you from actual Mojtal? Either the two of you?
I mean, no, not actually from Magital. Would have traveled to Calcadesh, but not Magital.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, in that case, is Weaver from Calcatesh?
Ord.
Ord.
I'm from Ord.
From Ord. Okay. Well, in that case, you notice that there is a name. That's all you can read, unfortunately, because the rest of it appears to be in the language of the Mages Guild. But you are able to recognize the name, and the name is Hordagast.
Hordagast?
I know that man. Well, I don't know him, but I know of that man. It's Hornagast.
What? Who?
Don't worry, I'll think for a second on it and tell you if I can figure anything out about the history.
Hmm.
I'm gonna roll history, Arcadum.
Go ahead.
Hey! Not only do I know everything. The one roll I made this session, the only roll, is a natural 20.
Hey.
Okay, so the best I can tell you, because your knowledge is very limited in this regard, you know that Hordagast is a last name, not a first name. As you kind of take a closer look, you're able to tell that there are instructions there. And you kind of start to parse it a little bit more using your knowledge, and you're able to... Now, I can't give you the full text, but I can at least piece together a little bit of what it says, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, it says the following. Hordagast. Location, Corvinus. Spire construction incomplete. Local zealotous interference. Requesting reinforcement.
Apparently this Hornagast figure was trying to build a spire, something that never got completed, and it would also appear that the church had interfered in a way. Through that interference, they requested backup.
Does it say how long ago that was?
If it was there when the fucking book was told, then it was way before the church.
So,
Local zealots.
Yeah,
Local
local
refers to something
difference.
else.
Yeah. Because this would have been written likely pre the war that this dude was writing about.
Didn't he say 60
old.
years?
Oh, I have a question for you locals. Do you know of any spires that might fit that bill?
Would we?
Yeah.
Not spires of pure metal, but yeah.
Wait, what is the question specifically?
Would we recognize or relate anything on Corvinus to this kind of spire?
No.
Is there any known things of spire construction that was interrupted by the church specifically?
The only thing I can think of is mentions of the spire within the Pale City.
It wouldn't have to do with Mysteria at all. The timeline doesn't fit.
But it says local zealots.
Zealots are any cause that they're
Right.
overly
I mean,
bound to.
That's
Might
what
be
I'm
before
thinking.
they became a big thing
Make
then.
me a wisdom check, Fane.
Just straight ability check.
Yep.
Bang.
As Weaver mentions that it's local zealots, something flashes before you, and that is a structure made purely out of metal would be most blasphemous to the druids.
I'm incredibly numb. My god. Yeah. Yes, 2 + 2 does equal 4, and I didn't see it. too distracted by my lack of buckler.
Oh my god. I don't have a buckler.
Sorry, I had to. Weaver, wrong area. It could be speaking of the druids. Metal is a product of refining natural minerals. It is not something we often trade or build in at all.
Yes. Their druids' natural hatred for anything that is not from their woods.
Yeah.
Or anything carved out of the earth, usually.
That's a little racist, but I stand by that notion.
So
it wasn't the church, it was the druids that thought whatever was building said tower.
Of course. Makes sense on why they'd want to keep it hush-hush as well.
Could you find out why they were building it? For what purpose?
I'm sure if we were there, we had first-hand accounts of who was actually constructing this thing, right? And none of you speak sand. Is that what you called it? I'm sure we could search for some spellcraft to help with this, but the name means nothing to me. That location was vaguely mentioned as an origin point of life, and it seems to be life run rampant. If interference stopped its construction, that could be the reason. It could be our root cause to all of this. If that tower was to be the groundwork for many things, and it was interrupted, it would make sense that this continent is on shaky foundations.
Perhaps.
These names, Arlock and Saf. Does anyone here recognize them? Can we try and put a time scale to this? The tower predates it likely, but this would still give a better idea.
Only thing that comes to mind is your the port that I originally came through. The City of Sapphires, whatever it's called.
Saphira.
Sure.
Arcadum, is there a way of the... Yeah, can the locals try and history check for Arlock and Saf and their war?
Yep, sure can. Let me know if you're trained.
Oh, negative.
No? Okay, then.
Yep.
Are you rolling with Jack of Trades?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me go over it a little bit. So, long ago, in pre-Matheria times, Corvanus was separate... Here, let me just do it this way. Let's go to the map.
I love the world map.
Okay, you guys see my arrow?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so before Matheria, this wasn't here, and each of the different regions were all ruled by a city-state. Before Saphir became the City of Sapphires, it was known as Saf, and it was ruled by a coastal warlord. Before Aldafife was named Aldafife, this area was ruled by Arlot. And so, Saf and Arlot became... Basically, they fought over the Three Kings, which was just unclaimed forest and natural resources and stuff like that. And they fought over this area. In fact, and this is more for the players, this same forest was traveled through in the times of Trouble of Tristan. In fact, Tristan is right here. And this was once known as the Hagclaw Swamp, which is where Wadahek is from. But anyway,
I see.
Saf and
Water.
Arlott.
What the heck? The reason I'm even in this community. Why?
But yes, that's what the war is referring to.
And that's pre-Mytherian by how many years?
About 20 or so. This was at the very end before the city started to really develop. Saf was named Saphira over the course of the first foreigners landing in the south. Over the course of 20 years, Saf became Saphira, the city of sapphires, and like a bunch of other stuff happened. But this was essentially the cusp of foreigner interference is when this started happening. And if you ever want to blast, go watch Trouble in Tristan.
It's a good one.
Well, now that you have Corvinus knowledge, so.
But why is there a big snake in the top left, in the darkness above the Isle of Mana?
What about it?
What do you mean?
why is Supples just up here?
What do you mean? Maybe don't worry about it.
Huh?
Keep your eyes to yourself.
I zoomed out, there was just a white box up there. I zoomed out more, and it's just Supples.
Maybe you look here.
No, take me back. I'm going back.
Alright. Anyway. That, it predates Mytheria, but it makes clear that this tower is active. It still probably is active. Alive. The Mytherians murdering those with magical inclinations would have lowered the amount of seers? Is that what he refers to them as? Seers and shamans? Which might have actually limited its effect.
So what does that do for us right now?
Very little. We have a big ball of an issue, and this is a key piece to it.
Consider this. The island is filled with rampant life. Most likely caused by whatever construction of that spire. Yet it is completely rampant and uncontrolled. Reason being, that construction was halted.
Okay.
There are those words again. Blood of my blood. And
Consider this. What else was halted? What was stopped before it could occur?
Their hairline?
Okay.
Okay, that's like actually dumb.
Hold on.
Sorry.
25 hit Weaver.
Guess a third level guiding bolt.
I'm back. We're stabbing
Welcome
Weaver.
back. I'm being
Yeah, we're interrupting roleplay. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pommel stabling him in the balls.
Nice.
And Caspian,
This
the
is
other thing that
happening.
was the other thing that was interrupted is the supposed planting of the world seed.
Correct.
Rampant life. Altered or halted construction. Stillborn life. Life without will. Is this the key piece? Is this what we're missing?
Could be.
Why is there Kalkateshi landmarks made of metal forcing open Leylinic energies? How does it relate to the ancients? Where does it connect?
I would have to assume that the construction of the spire is the design of the very same person who, well, cast this. The one who brought the ancients, the one who Så elegant design.
I have a question. And I do not mean to be contentious with what I'm about to say. Has anyone gotten any news or any new information about what's happening to the south? At all? What we're currently about to go and do? Do we have any new understandings, any new developments while I've been away in training?
No.
Currently
Quiet.
not.
I love the work that we're putting in, because this is something far greater than a mere harbor. We've been given a task and a job. Let's see that through.
Yeah.
Well, Weaver, we are
I
all
don't
ready
know.
to leave. It is on your account that we are waiting.
Weaver's just gonna smile at you, right, and walk away.
I do agree with him.
Back
We
to
should
the
get
gym.
going. I don't
Either
know
way.
why we're waiting for any of this anyways.
We
I mean,
have
he's
more
done with
time,
his
yeah.
training. Let's just go and do what we were going to do initially.
He's not.
She said when.
When?
And yes, you are all welcome to research the south. I found a lead and I'm following it. The rest of you are
This-
working. Nothing stops you from accessing the archives. In fact, I implore you to. If you are going to be impatient with me upon where I put my effort and my attention, do it before I'm bringing information to you that has to do with your homeland and the fate of this entire continent. Because that's more on a priority totem pole than the south. It could help us understand the south, the druidic circles, the entire network as it is.
Well, I never said I wasn't looking into this. And certainly with this news, I'm not going to stop.
I had mentioned before, we need to know if the south is cursed, first off, as the Vyakyn seemed to think it was. We need to know potential travel routes. We need to try and get some estimation of manpower. We need to have the items we're waiting to be crafted finished. I don't understand your impatience when you have the tools in front of you to work on these issues alongside me.
I am not good with researching. It is just not my thing. You do what you want. It is fine.
Remembers her throwing a book.
I
I'm
have not experienced much of my homeland at all. I can read the language, which I guess is all nice and fine.
I don't like reading.
Reading is cringe.
As far as I can tell, you have just brought more problems to the table with this than
It's
we
more
can,
first than
that
body
any of us can
language.
really handle.
Being unaware of an issue doesn't make it not exist.
Yeah, but loading the issue onto you when you have other things to do also doesn't help it.
The reason I'm bringing it up is if we are to fight them in the south, and we are on a segment of Corvallis that is drenched in mana from that island, it's like fighting on a ship without knowing that the waves are coming.
Well, and yet we have learned nothing that would help us. Only things that would burden us even more.
That is the next step. Inquire about the groves to the south, ask about the circle of blight that we so happened to avoid. Learn about the idiosyncrasies on this side of the continent and utilize them to rid it of the church.
And how much time do you intend on spending on that? Or are you gonna inquire your new friends to help you find that information?
We have another 20 days. I did this in 2, and he will gesture to the vast array of notes in the journal. Or from the journal, excuse me. I don't need to sleep more than 4 hours every 3 days. And we have 20 of them.
Fine then. Then I'll join you. Let's see what comes of the research of yours.
I'll do my part. I've been thinking with all of this. You went to the Cavern of Dreams. You asked. Or you sought guidance.
I did. Is that something you wish to pursue?
Perhaps. If it is, not against the interest of my deity, then I shall help you in that regard. Perhaps I can glean something by going there as well.
Or avenues for dealing with the South really just come down to information. And the more you can find about this sickness that permeates the land, the sooner that there is treatment available should things go awry. Sooner there is weapons that can be utilized against those that are adding to the condition as we are dealing with it.
But we can't ignore the symptoms. Just because a cut isn't life-threatening immediately doesn't mean it should be allowed to fester and grow.
We can do so little about the symptoms.
I can. My point in following this lead was availability, curiosity, and eventually being able to utilize it for our aid. We still don't have the full support of any of the three circles. We still don't know who governs the blocking of information that I have encountered twice now. I am trying to deal with the issue of limited information on this shore where I did not expect it to be. Because if we end up acting in the South on false information, then we would just be endangering ourselves. I agree, this is more than we could have bargained for when we were hunting a bounty off a chimera. I didn't expect to question the first grove or the foundation of the continent that I live on. I did not expect to ponder the conditions of the oath that leaves these marks in my flesh. I did not expect any of this. I wanted money, and I almost died for it.
Yeah, weird how unexpected things can happen like that. Almost as if somebody changed fate.
Otters. I understand that this purview seems abstract, but put it in many ways. I siphon mana from each of you in differing extents. At this point, I don't know if I'm poisoning myself or not. Am I prone to the rampant life-eating life energies of the North now that I'm here? Is that why the Druids won't militarize fully against the Mytherians, that they are in fact a danger to themselves by channeling the poisoned wellspring under our feet? And why is the South abandoned? We have cut so little of this land for ourselves from fleeing from the Mytherians, and yet we don't care about a sickness at the south of it. We don't care about an anomaly to our north. The people here are ignorant, but they are kept so. I don't want to act ignorant.
Well, then you go and find out. Why aren't you the one that's gonna tell the people?
I'll tell them when I know I have it right. And I am going to utilize this with the people that helped me gain this information. Knowledge should be shared. I will speak with them about the conditions of doing so, because mass panic doesn't help anyone. But more eyes on the issue may help us find a cause. But the next port of call for me, at least, considering time is coming short, is to investigate the ley lines to our south. What element they're tied to, whether there is lost groves, whether there is a catalogued reason for the supposed curse, and treatment for it. Mazekeen, when Simon and the others were petrified, you resisted that curse. You could look into your bloodline. It could give us a solution. Or a cure, or a salve.
Would I know of anything that would be related to that? On witch wolves?
Well, Skinwalker blood is by definition cursed, right?
Yeah.
Like you are the great granddaughter of John Wagonrunner, who is the first lycanthrope, and he was cursed by Gazinarog. So technically speaking, you're cursed already. So that's probably some, and every Skinwalker knows the legend of John Wagonrunner and knows that their blood is cursed. But what that means arcanely and or mechanically, I suppose, in this regard, your character doesn't know the specifics of that. Only like the old wives' tale of who your progenitor is, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely something to research, though.
Fine. I don't know how far that leads, but you are right. My blood is initially cursed. Innately. So I did feel it when we were at that very unnerving tree. I'll help you. Anything that gets us faster, a bit further away from the city.
No, no.
Well,
All right. And while you guys decide what to do next, I have a bit of out-of-character mechanical discussions to do with you. So because you have recovered the tome, and you have unveiled its secrets, essentially, a new chapter of your campaign is available whenever you wish to take it. And that is dealing with the Stillborn Grove. So, whenever you want to take it, you let me know. And that is the next chapter.
Yep.
Or I suppose one of them.
One of the possible avenues.
Yeah. So, just letting you guys know, content-wise, that is certainly a route you can take.
Just a quick question. Is anyone opposed to following that story route when we have the South dealt with?
No.
It would depend on whatever routes are available, but I'm not saying no to it.
To be honest, it's more from like a content side of things. It sounds horror, body horror, gruesome style of content. From the description of trees made of flesh and life rending life. But that is a discussion we can take after we deal with.
I'm just letting
with
you
the
guys
thing.
know that the option is there. So, alrighty, then. So, that being the case, let's go ahead and get your guys' last bits locked in here.
What day are we at?
We are on day. That's not the right note pile. Hold on. We are on day 26.
And we have 16 more days.
14 days left for Weaver's training to be complete. 8 days left for Colossus's rapier order to be complete.
So we have 2 weeks from now. Okay.
Yeah.
Research curse. Find out if any of us need to pack remove curse. I would like if somebody could look into actually utilizing that diamond, whether we need revivify or not. Presumably, yes, but in character, we have no idea. We just know it's a diamond that supposedly can be used for fucking resurrection.
Indeed.
And I will take the route of cross-referencing the locations of the Druid Grove sigils from the initial research with the south and the dock there, and to see if there was a grove there at any point.
Okay.
You got it. Typo that out for me.
Yeah.
At some point, I mean,
So the big question for you, Caspian, is: are you going to attempt your assassination?
man needs to be dead, but I guess that is a thing that needs to be brought up. Goddamn.
Is there a time limit on it?
Not that
Or
he
what
knows
was it?
of, but I mean, the guy's on the run,
Yeah.
so eventually the information on where he is will be out of date.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he would have to bring it up with people instead of just fucking doing it because the man has friends.
And is outside the city, so if you just start
Outside the
fucking
city.
wandering around, you'll...
To,
Jeremiah Grass will get you fur. Well, not that fur.
to be clear, it's a party encounter, like a combat encounter, so
Yeah.
Okay.
So you need everyone.
yeah, that is not
That's
something
why
you do
he
on
would-
your own.
Yeah,
So
that's
we'd
why
have
he
to do
would
it when Weaver is
bringing
done,
it up.
right? We'd have to wait 2 weeks to have Weaver be finished with his training.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're leaving something piecemeal, and I don't know what is the last segment of Weaver's retraining.
His feet, I think.
I mean, yeah, if it's gonna be have to be done after he's done training, I think that's. I mean, he's going to tell everybody that he needs to fucking murk a guy, but
Okay.
The last thing I needed to retrain was my feature into the ASI.
Your feet into the ASI? Yeah.
so he would bring it up.
Yeah.
At an appropriate time with everyone. Well, he would say,
Well, much like previously when I had assistance from Elsie and Simon, little mission. I've been given another potentially well-paying offer. For an attempt at somebody's life.
Nice.
It's a certain knight who used to serve the Mithraean cause. However, they sort of turned cold and wandered off here into the west.
Oh. How unfortunate for them.
Mm-hmm.
We're to remove them.
I would have to remove them.
Like, is it capture and give away, or is it
Nope.
elimination?
They would probably prefer elimination. He brought friends as well, so I would have done it myself if he was alone, but friends doesn't bode well for a single person.
Do you know how many friends?
Unknown, but his squad members, I would assume.
So, 5 to 6.
Yeah, something along those lines.
When does this have to be taken care of by?
The information will eventually go cold, but you've got training to do. I wouldn't want to push it out of the way. If it's gonna go cold by then there's nothing we can do, but I would prefer if you had access to all of your strength at the time, so after we leave.
the location is marked on the map. It's to what direction? Arcadum.
What's up?
The location that it is marked on the map, what direction is it? Is it like to the south of the city? Where?
Weak to the northeast.
Where about? Northeast. It's in the fucking opposite fucking. The location's a bit inconvenient as well. It's to the northeast, about a week's walk.
Will it affect you if we do not do this job?
We have to.
Come on.
What?
We have to. Hmm?
Why do we have to do like? What?
I mean, it
For
seems
reasons.
like a keen opportunity. Any previous member of the church still deserves to die for what they've done, don't you?
Yeah, what Mazekeen says, yeah.
Yeah, what
agree with
Mazekeen
Mazekeen often.
What is Mazekeen? Yeah, what Mazekeen said.
Don't need to insight that being weird.
Yeah, justice, yeah. Yeah, that's why.
It's not about the validity of exterminating anyone involved with the church. It's about the entire conversation we had less than 8 hours ago concerning getting information and dealing with the South. We have limited, presumably, time.
Yeah, but don't you want to strike back at them and be successful ones?
Would you rather pop a spot on your skin or remove the condition entirely?
All of popping the spot gives relief.
Why not both?
Why not
Either
both?
way,
Exactly.
whatever you guys decide to
Pop
do.
my spot
I-
into someone's mouth and infect them.
Why does the voice in the sky say such ludicrous things sometimes?
Screaming.
I
Screaming.
was gonna say something about squirting into the mouth, but it couldn't be much better.
Either way.
That is incredibly wet and not moist at all. Sorry. Sorry.
Damn it.
Oh,
I'm sorry, done.
Go ahead, Weaver.
If we are willing to wait, obviously there are ways for information to not go cold, much like food.
but you can't reheat it without the tools to do so.
Okay.
Well,
Enough.
I know a good way to find it.
Enough of your metaphor.
Wait. Elsie, you were correct. You have tracking capabilities.
Yes, we have we have a survivalist, and 2, we have a tracker.
Then we finish training and research, get a small win, and then head south.
Yes, this
Yes.
small win would be excellent. I do not know why Simon is so keen on getting this small win, but
Nobody knows Simon's motivations for anything,
I
really.
have a personal interest in keeping
Except
my relation.
wins.
Actually, that's true. Simon, weren't you talking about rushing south to save your well-dressed friend that you thought was dead?
Uh-oh, Simon.
You know,
Yeah, you remember that thing that you whispered to me in the text chat on the side that I haven't forgotten about?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't. So, why is it that you want to suddenly rush and deal with some random turncoat?
For my gift to Lander.
You lean in. And why does Lander want to remove this turncoat?
And what part of his body does he want?
Does he want to eat him?
does he want the balls?
Does he want the shaft?
I just...
Find out next time on Bound and Broken.
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
Quick, hit the credits button.
Fan art.
Take out, shit, let's run the fan art real quick.
Damn, we skipped the end credit scene.
So, it sounds like we're going to finish our shit, then use the Wayfinder to hunt this man down and fucking murder him.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Any opportunity to finally succeed on killing a church member.
I agree.
So far, the only person that has succeeded is walked off into the forest. So, you know.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Mazekeen killed an old man and his child.
No.
That's true. They were definitely all members of this area, so they deserved to die.
That was an ex-Inquisitor, excuse you.
All of them.
was just-
Either way.
Right.
It was
my
also
bad.
an ex-Inquisitor.
It
All right.
was
My
spicy.
bad.
All right,
My
so
bad.
our first fan art is what was promised to chat.
Hey, chat.
This is Radio in his
Sunday best.
No, Colossus.
Also known as the Tuesday worst.
I
Yeah.
swear, the head looks incredibly photoshopped down to the rest.
So there you go, guys. That's part of the sub goals that you guys got. I'm currently
Zaha.
Yo, Cuzzy, drop the OF. Oh god. Anyway, yeah. So there you go, Chad. That's what you paid for the first time. We at the Glory Stream like to make good on our deliverables for the sub goals.
Yep.
As long as you don't look too close at the
Hot tub
dating stream stuff. I'm still working on that. But
have you ever heard of Only Cans? That's a CANS.
all right, yes, I'll be trying to set up a hot tub stream very soon because all of you are ridiculous. This is okay. Come on, that's not very nice, Silver. This apparently is Silver's reaction to seeing that.
No. That's his reaction to thinking.
Waymaker.
To Weaver.
This is Waymaker.
Yeah.
Whenever Lander shows up.
Crew.
Oh no, dude.
This is great. I love this.
Simon and Lander will watch Mari and walk away slowly.
I love the way he draws the eyes on this.
Yeah.
It's so entertaining.
Alright, Weaver in the
God.
cat suit.
Very nice.
There it is.
So he did the JoJo Fane, so now he's just gonna do the rest of you. This is JoJo Mazekeen.
Oh my god.
Way. It is beyond good.
It's amazing.
That was
It's
a perfect fight
amazing.
character if I've
Very
ever
good.
seen one.
Dude.
I like that
And then-
her ass is like a cliff.
Yeah.
It is the Widowmaker pose, almost.
So that shit got some gravitational pull up at home.
In the end, he needs to put them all together into a group
Oh, yeah.
picture.
It looks really good.
Yes!
It's
It does.
amazing.
It looks
love
really
it.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Well done indeed. Alrighty, guys.
Well done.
Why does he look more Cuban as a maid? I don't know.
What the fuck does that mean?
Outfit change!
What does that mean? What did the author mean by this?
All right, thanks for
With
watching, guys.
Bob's
Thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the follows. Thanks for the subs. We broke 1,000 sub points. That means you're getting me in a hot tub because, for some reason. So thank you for all of that, and I will see you guys in about an hour and 45 minutes for Forgotten City, or what will actually be a new game. Whoa! I'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Jen.